Folks, in case you've been living under a rock without any access to any kind of media, you are aware of James Comey's testimony this past week where he specifically stated that Donald Trump is a liar and that Mr. Trump attempted to interfere with an FBI investigation. Now, I don't know about you, but most of us have worked for someone, unless you have been fortunate enough to start your own business from the point you either graduated high school or college. And we all know that when your boss tells you that he hopes something will happen, that is a specific instruction for you to get something done. Now, he may say he hopes you come in early for a change. He may say he hopes that you stay late for a change. He may say that he hopes that you get a project done on time. But basically, when he says he hopes, it translates into if you don't get done or do whatever he hopes for you to do, you are going to have a problem. Now, during the hearing, the Republicans basically tried to ostracate, camouflage, do whatever they could to try to mitigate Mr. Comey's statements. But this guy is a lawyer, and he knows the ins and the outs, particularly since he has worked within the government, the FBI, Attorney General's office, etc., for like 22 years. So he knows how to frame things. He knows how evidence is supposed to be presented. And he did, in my opinion, an outstanding job of framing the evidence, presenting the evidence, and making his statements. Now, one thing about Comey that you may like or dislike, and it's the fact that he answers questions. And even when he doesn't answer questions, he gives you specific reasons why that cannot be argued with. Unlike Donald Trump's other two cronies who were asked questions, had no viable reason not to answer the questions, but refused to do so anyway. Now, this is going to come down to a question of, do you believe that Donald Trump is a liar? And I don't know about you folks, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts as far as my opinion of Donald Trump and his veracity. This guy wouldn't know the truth if it hit him over the head. Now, to further add fuel to the fire, Donald Trump Jr. went on national TV and stated that his father can make his wishes known, and he can make them known very clearly. And that's without specifically saying every single word needed to get your or his idea across. So now Mr. Trump has further put his foot in it by claiming that he would have no problem testifying under oath. Now, Donald Trump has stated this before, trying to BS the people going after him. But when he finally had to raise his hand and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He folded like a pup tent in a hurricane. And I have no doubt that whenever he gets called, if he does get called to testify, he is going to look for every reason under the sun not to appear. Now, the major fallout, in my opinion, is the fact that now Jeff Sessions has agreed to testify. And if he gets in there and lies, like he's done in the past, which is documented, all hell is going to break loose. And that doesn't even include Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, agreeing to testify before a congressional hearing. Folks, this is going to get deep. And what tells you how deep it's going to get is the mealy-mouthed defense that the Speaker of the House has given for Mr. Trump. That being, he's new at this and he doesn't know any better. Well, folks, as far as I'm concerned, that doesn't wash. And Mr. Trump's personal attorney has also helped to cast aspersions by coming out the day after Mr. Comey's testimony with alternative facts. So this is going to be nothing but a clusterfuck when all of the dust settles. Now, I don't even understand why the Republicans are trying to put up any type of a defense of Mr. Trump, because ultimately, if impeachment hearings take place and Mr. Trump is removed, they're going to get their wish list anyway, because the Vice President, Mike Pence, is one of the guys. And they know what they will get if they can get him into place. Folks, we have the weakest government that we've had in maybe the last 100 years. We have Democrats basically who don't know their asses from a hole in the ground. We have Republicans that are basically sitting on their hands or sticking their head in the sand and ignoring everything, hoping that they can get their agenda passed. The Supreme Court is basically rubber stamping anything that's basically conservative. And we got a president that's a crook, a liar, and a thief. So where do we go from here? And the honest answer is, I don't know, but it's not really looking all that great. Of course, we have the 2018 elections coming up, and hopefully there will be a change as far as Congress is concerned. And specifically, I'm talking about the Senate, but potentially the House of Representatives. If those two bodies can be flipped, maybe we have a chance. But honestly, I doubt it.